Okay, minasan, I have a secret to tell all of you. I am secretly a Kaijin. I never managed to henshin for the past few years because I was hurt in a battle long time ago. But I managed to get my hand now on Heat Heaven, this huge amount of Heat Heaven. And we also got a little bit of Creation King juices right here. As you guys can see, it is in a blue cup because it is a blue water. So I believe if I manage to finish this by the end, I am able to become a Kaijin myself. Okay, I am able to return to my Kaijin form. I'm excited. Let me try the first bite. Hiito heaven. As you guys can see, I am secretly a Kuma Kaijin. I have been hiding my identity for the past few years, but today I have decided to be true with who I am, to be the real me. I am a Kuma Kaijin. I hope you guys will still subscribe to my channel and still support me along my journey. Okay, so that is enough with the skit. A little short fun skit that I decided to kind of like make this video a little bit unique. Okay, so that is why I decided to make that Kuma Kaijin skit in the beginning of the video. So now let me explain to you how I actually created this Heat Heaven that you see in front of me right here. It is a combination of meat and jello. Okay, so the only step left is to put it into the fridge. But first, we need to wait for it to chill down in room temperature because you don't want to destroy your fridge. So let it chill down in room temperature, and then you want to put it into the fridge. Let it solidify, let it become jellified, and then we are gonna have ourselves our very own Heat Heaven. Let's go. Let me explain. So, a lot of people I saw on the internet, when they recreate the Heat Heaven, basically what they did is they used plain water and they put food coloring onto the water itself, make it blue color, and then they pour it onto some piece of meat that is already cooked, or maybe they cook the chicken and then they pour the jelly on top of it. But every single time when they actually test the chicken itself or test the Heat Heaven, the first comment that they always gave is how disgusting it actually tastes like. So I was thinking to myself, how can I make a delicious Heat Heaven? How can I make Heat Heaven delicious despite it looking like an alien food, despite it looking blue in color? How can I make this delicious? Let me tell you how. After I finish this bite. Okay. So the easiest way for you to actually achieve this is to forget the idea of a jelly needs to be sweet, but instead let us turn to the direction that we should embrace the saltiness of the meat. When we are cooking meat, it is usually a salty food. We put salt on meat. We don't put sugar on meat. So what did I do here with the jelly is that instead of using plain water, I have decided to use dashi stock, and I put a little bit of mirin and sake to season the entire jelly, and I put the blue coloring, the blue food coloring, and then the jelly powder to make it solidify. But if you just add the jelly by itself, it is actually tastes like a dashi stock. It tastes like the soup that you're gonna drink when you are eating a don, a katsudon or yakodon, or even when you drink miso soup. This is tastes something similar like that. And I have to say, the biggest surprise here for me myself is the chicken. The chicken is the saving grace for this entire Heat Heaven right here, because at first when I create this Heat Heaven, I was dreading. I have this ready for 3 hours ago, and I just couldn't. I need to do some hard preparation before I record the eating part of the video. And not gonna lie, when I start to dig into Heat Heaven during the Kuma skit, the most delicious part of this Heat Heaven is actually the chicken. It tastes a bit weird, but because I seasoned the chicken like fully, I use salt, I use pepper to season the chicken. Despite it being cold, it still tastes better than the jelly itself. Okay, so how can we actually improve upon this Heat Heaven? One thing that I can immediately think of is throw away the jelly powder. Instead, we are gonna use the oil, or should I say the fat, as a gelatin powder rather than using the jelly powder itself as the thing that make it solidify. I think when we actually do the ramen stock, when we see people do ramen stock and all those stuff, usually when they actually when they cook the ramen broth, and after you cook the ramen broth, if you actually store it into the fridge or even the freezer itself, it is gonna get solidified. And when it gets solidified, it actually become very, they carry the similar texture to a jelly itself. And I believe it is gonna be way more tastier than what we actually have here. Okay, so I think that is definitely like the best way to go about kind of like shaping this entire dish up a little bit. And I would also recommend you to, because of the fact that we actually make the jelly out of the fat itself, we can actually put this, we can serve this hot. And when we are serving this hot, the jelly, the fat-based blue jelly is gonna become liquefied due to the heat from the chicken itself. So at the end of the day, you are having a hot meal rather than a cold meal. So that is my theory and my idea on how to make this better. If you want to try my theory, try my concept, feel free to try it and let me know how it tastes like in the comment section below. But I'm here to finish what I started, which is pretty disgusting, but I'm gonna power through. Let's go. The reason why I include chicken into the Heat Heaven that I created here is because in the show Kamen Rider Black Sun, it has been stated that Heat Heaven is created using two materials: the blood, or should I say the juice of the creation king, and secondly, human meat. So the meat is a replacement for human meat because obviously we cannot get human meat. I'm not a cannibal, and I don't plan on eating any human anytime soon. And we also cannot get the creation king water or juice, so obviously we need to go with some food coloring to make it blue color. Okay, so that is why I included chicken into the Heat Heaven itself. But other than that, this is a really weird food. One thing that I hate about myself is that I have no portion control. This is my first time making this, and I know that it is gonna be disgusting. Then I don't know why, for some reason, my smart ass told myself, you know what, you should make a big Heat Heaven because it is gonna look good on the video. Yeah, it's gonna look good on the video, but guess who is gonna finish this Heat Heaven? Me, this dumbass. And oh my god, it's not fun. Somebody save me. This is bad. This is torture. Why do I do this? Are you guys enjoying this? Because I am not. I am not enjoying this at all. I really want to just throw all this away. Okay, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna use this water to cleanse my palate a little bit. Not gonna lie, I bought this because I saw that it is the same color as the Creation King water, so that is why I actually bought this. This is supposed to be kind of mixed fruit with basil seed, something like that. So I'm just gonna test it. Very sweet. Very good change of the palate itself. I feel like I can keep on going. Give up, guys. I cannot do this anymore. I know in the beginning of the video I said that this tastes not that bad, but you have to fight with your mental throughout the entire eating process that your mind is telling you this is disgusting, this looks weird, why is it cold, and you just force yourself to keep on chowing down this disgusting food. This is not only a battle with the stomach, not a battle with the taste bud, it is also a battle with your mind. So this is definitely one of the hardest video that I actually recorded because this is legit disgusting, man. Like, no one would eat this for fun. Like, there is a reason why certain Kaijin in Kamen Rider Black Sun decide not to even consume Heat Heaven at all. Okay, so I don't know, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoy. what you see here. If you like to see me getting tortured because of Heat Heaven, make sure to henshin that red button into a silver one. And I'm just gonna end the video with one final bite. Goodbye.